Kumabahala doon, General, kahit na 15 dash lines pa ilagay nila doon. Wala tayong pakialam doon sa pagsusulatan nila yung buong mukha nila, wala tayong pakialam doon.
At grabing bira ni Congressman Marcolita dito mga kabanat sa ginawang hearing patungkol ito sa pag-aagaw ngayon ng South China Sea, no? China, no? West Philippine Sea yan ngayon naglabas kasi ang China ng 10 line. So mayroong pahayag dito si Congressman Marcolita sa ginawang budget hearing ng caucus budget hearing ng National Defense na kung saan ay dito tinanong ni Congressman Marcolita ang hakbang ng ating mga kasandaluhan patungkol sa claim ng China, lalo na doon sa ruling na naipanalo natin. Panoorin niyo ito mga kabayan. Medyo maiksi lang ito.
Achievements on our side, winning back rebels. At totoo po naman yun, talagang nakita natin the success on the ground of the NTF-ELCAC. Tama si Senate President that with that NTF-ELCAC, we were winning the minds and hearts of the otherwise rebels of our country. How do we win the mind and heart of China?
Again, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, we have a diplomatic relations, economic relations with China. So, yung pong sa aming sa side po ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, we also practice military diplomacy with all our neighbors and with all our partners. So kasama rin po dito yung Chinese military. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin po yung pag-conduct natin ng military diplomacy with them. In fact, yun nga po kagabi, doon sa affair ng Australian Defense Force, they invited all the military attaches into their ship, the Canberra, HMS Canberra. At nandun yung Chinese attaché. Nag-usap po kami. Because again, while these things are happening in the West Philippine Sea, we continue that military diplomacy with our neighbors, especially in the Indo-Pacific region, Your Honor.
Doon sa inyong conference sa Fiji, nandun din yung high-ranking defense official, di ba? Nandito sa report eh. Narinig niya yung kwento mo sa ginagawa nila sa atin, lalong-lalo na yung pambubuli nila pag nagre-resupply tayo dun sa ating BRP Sierra Madre. General, alam ng China, nagpapakaingat-ingat talaga sila na huwag nilang tamaan yung ating Philippine Navy. Because they know that that will trigger the operation of our Mutual Defense Treaty. So, magkakasya na lang tayo dun sa binubuli-buli tayo ng mga yan. How much do you think will be the amount of humiliation that we can still afford to take? General.
Right now, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, we are now speaking up. In that conference that we had in Fiji, we were given the opportunity to present a briefing to all the participants. At doon po, yung title ng briefing natin is Promoting a Rules-Based International Order. So binanggit po natin na talagang tayo bilang isang bansa, we adhere to the rules-based international order. In fact, we were one of the first signatories to the creation of the United Nations. And then later on dito sa ASEAN region, tayo, we were one of the first 5 who created that ASEAN. So
What was his reply?
Well, ang pinapakita po natin doon is that we adhere to all of this. Ang sinabi po nila, ang reply nila is number one, they also adhere to international laws. No? Pangalawa, binanggit po nila that they have a historical claim over the South China Sea. At yun po ay naka-indicate dun sa kanilang 9-dash line. And pangatlo,
10-dash
sinabi
line
po
na nga
nila that they do not recognize the 2016 arbitral ruling. At sinabi po nila na unacceptable ito, invalid and unacceptable. So yun po yung reply nila, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Well, you can tell him, if you meet him, that historical claim mo walang basis according to the arbitral ruling. Talaga namang hindi naman yun napatunayan that historically you are the only one fishing in the South China Sea. At the award also tell them that traditionally also, wala naman kayong mga naval forces dyan eh. At saka wala naman kayong mga development o mga exploration dyan. So tapos na yung arbitral award eh. Historically, the 9-dash line was invalidated by the arbitral award. So wala silang masasabi doon. Pero tama ka dun sa sinabi mo, kailangan mga tuwirang ka. Openly, you have to tell them to their faces. Kasi akala nila, ganun-ganun na lang tayo eh. In the same manner that I told the chairman of the International Committee when we met, sabi ko, nakita ko yung mga, those words, big words in the Tiananmen Square. Meron silang giant billboard there eh. Respect, brotherhood, honesty, progress, coordination, humanity, charity, and blah, blah, blah. I told him, if we can make all these words as materials to build a strong fence between our countries so that we can secure our relations into the future. So tiningnan niya ako, kinuha niya yung pangalan ko. That's all that he did. Pero tama, kinakailangan mga tuwiran tayo. General.
Mr. Chairman, with the indulgence of Congressman Marcoleta, if I can just
Yes,
make
sir.
a 30-second interjection. General Bronner, the latest map of the People's Republic of China is no longer 9-dash line. It is 10-dash line.
10 na siya.
10 na po yung guhit hanggang doon na sa Taiwan Strait. Oh, mas mahaba na masyado. So,
Hindi pa.
mataas, iba na, hindi na pinag-uusap, with all due respect, hindi na pinag-uusapan yung 9-dash line. 10-dash line na. They started with 13-dash line. In 1943, it became 11-dash line. And then it became 9-dash line. And then for this year, it's now 10-dash line. So, dumami na ho yung dashes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Huwag ka mabahala doon, General, kahit na 15 dash lines pa ilagay nila doon. Wala tayong pakialam doon. Pag susulatan nila yung buong mukha nila, wala tayong pakialam doon. Kanina tinanong kita, how does it take to defend this country? Di ba, ang soldier, General, once he signed up for soldiery, yung buhay niya nang nakataya, di ba? Hindi naman yung sweldo eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pag na-sign up ka to serve your country as a soldier, alam mo, buhay mo na yung tinaya mo doon. Kaya po ako, nalalaman ko na hindi po ang pinag-uusapan ay yung pension dito eh. As the President indicated kanina, we need more patriotism in this country. Kahit na po siguro mabawasan ng konti yung pension, hindi po panggagalingan yan ng pagkakabahabahagi ng ating mga soldiers. Kasi ang buhay po ninyo talaga isinumpanan ninyo sa ating bansa in the defense of our country. Alalahanin lang po natin, General Browner, alam po ba ninyo na yung ating mga barangay workers, mga barangay officials, gumawa po ako ng study. Gaano po ba yung tinatanggap na honoraria po? Kasi ang tawag sa kanilang mga sweldo, honoraria lang po eh. Because ang trabaho nila is volunteerism lang eh. Kaya hindi po salaries. Ni-research ko po yung all regions natin from Region 1 to the Caraga regions and BARM. Alam po ba ninyo yung sweldo po ng barangay captain? Ang average po is only about 45% of the existing minimum wage. 45%. Yung pong barangay workers naman po, yan dyan yung mga tanod, barangay health workers, yung mga meron silang badap or whatever, lahat na po sila, pati yung sangguniang pangkatarungan, ang average po ng tinatanggap nilang honoraria is 10% of the minimum wage. Kaya po, huwag kayong malungkot kung sakali na halimbawa, hingin na po ng pamahalaan ng pagtulungan na po natin yung pension, maaari pong may magsakripisyo pa ng konti. Pero ganun po yung buhay ng soldier. Tingnan na lang po natin yung ibang manggagawa natin na halos 10% lamang po ng minimum wage. Pero yung barangay tanod po, 24/7 talaga gumagawa din po siya ng kanyang katungkulan. Salamat, General Browner. Ako po ay nakita ko po yung inyong educational background. Bilib ako sa iyo, General. At kami po'y sumusuporta sa inyong pangunguna sa ating armed forces, lalo na po lahat yung mga kasama mo na alam kong makukonfirm po lahat sa hapong ito. Mr. Chair, maraming salamat po.
Yan mga kabanat, yung video ni Congressman Marcolita sa kanyang pagtatanong kay General Browner. So parang foreigner yung pangalan ng mga kabanat, no? Pero yung mga punto niya ay napakaganda mga kabanat, no? Nakikita natin na magaling talaga itong si Congressman Marcolita. Yan lang muna mga kabanat. See you next video ulit.